What's going on today, guys? We are back at it again with yet another DaVinci Resolve tutorial, and today we are going to be going over color grading, and I'm super pumped to bring you guys this tutorial because when I made the switch from the Adobe Creative Cloud to DaVinci Resolve, the first thing I noticed was how great of a coloring machine DaVinci Resolve truly is. But before we get into the tutorial, I just want to thank everybody who has been subscribing. I noticed that we're up some subscribers, and I noticed I'm getting a lot more likes and I'm getting a lot more comments on my videos, and I just want to say thank you to everybody who's doing that. I appreciate you all. It means a lot. If you're new to this channel and you're just watching for the first time, make sure you guys subscribe because I'm going to be coming out with a bunch more tutorials. We're going to get into VFX. We're going to get into putting in 3D objects into Fusion. But today we're going over color grading, and I'm going to teach you guys how to use DaVinci Resolve to get that cinematic color grade that everybody gets. And I'm going to teach you how to do it the easiest way possible with the least amount of steps. That way you guys can continue working and keep that workflow going. So thank you guys again. Let's get into this tutorial. Alright guys, so now that we are back here in DaVinci Resolve, as you can see, I've uploaded 2 clips here. I got these guys acting goofy at a festival that I shot earlier this year. And right here I got a shot of my good friend Angel walking through a bus. So the first thing you want to do is go down here to your color tab. And when you bring this up, you should see this, and we got is your color wheels down here. We got your curves right here. We got your saturation, we got your hue, we got your contrast, and you got your clips right up here. You can select through your clips. If you don't see that, all you gotta do is come up here to this top right and hit clips. And if you don't see your nodes, these are what your nodes would be, you just come up here and hit nodes. And you also can select your clips is on this timeline right down here. You can just scrub through and see how your footage looks and select your clips that way as well. But first, we're gonna come here, click on this clip, we're gonna work on it first. And to keep this color grading process super simple, but to help you get that really nice, clean looking, Rec 709 color grade, we are going to just play with the curves and the saturation and the contrast. So the first thing that I always do to all my footage is I just add a little bit of contrast if it needs it. So I usually come to like 1.13, sometimes I'll go to 1.2, just depending on what the clip needs. I think that looks good to me. What we're gonna do next is come here to our curves. I'm gonna tweak the shadows. I'm gonna pull down the shadows just a little bit, and then I'm gonna come to the highlights. I'm gonna pull the highlights up. I usually adjust my midtones next, like so. And I think like right there looks really good. I think the image looks great. The only thing we need to do now is come to the saturation and pull it up to as much as we like. I kind of want a nice saturated punchy image. So I think I need to add just a little bit more to my shadows. And the last thing that people always forget to do when you are color grading your footage is you come right over here and where it says blur, your little blur tab, but you want to come down here in the drop down and you want to select sharpen, and you want to just add a little bit of sharpness. Not too much, just a little. Especially if you're shooting in a log format, because the sharpness in camera is turned completely down. If you know that your sharpness in camera is turned all the way up, you probably don't need to add this, but I shot in S-Log 2, so I know my sharpness is turned all the way down. I need to add just a little bit to make that look a little bit crispier. All right, so let's come to the next shot here, the shot of my friend Angel walking through the bus here. So like I said, the first thing we want to do is just drag this up just a little bit. I'm thinking that's right, that's good, the contrast is good. Next thing I want to do is add a little more shadows. We're going to pull up our highlights just a little bit, giving us that traditional S curve. Let's play with our midtones. Where do we want those? I think I want them, I want it to be a little bit darker of an image. So like right there. All right, now we're just gonna grab our saturation, pull it up to about, let's say like 82. Let's come down here and we're gonna make sure we're on the sharpen, and then we're gonna add just a little bit of sharpness. And that is literally it. That is all that it takes to get a nice, clean looking image out of log footage, Cine 4 footage. If it's Rec 709, you may not even need to adjust it. But keeping it simple and not overthinking it like a lot of people do is you just want to tweak with your curves, your shadows, and your highlights, add a little contrast, and then bump your saturation. And it's that simple. We'll come to our edit page, and here we go. I mean, that's a clean looking image and an accurate with your colors. There we go. There's Angel walking through the bus. Now, if you want to get super creative, there's more things you can do. We can come over here in the color tab and we can go to hue versus hue, and we can adjust different colors, and we can adjust, hue versus saturation, or we can desaturate your greens or more saturate your oranges. There's all kinds of crazy things we can do, and I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to get a very nice looking teal and orange look. But for now, if you wanted a nice, good looking, just, cinematic Rec 709 color grade, it's literally as simple as just adding some contrast, some saturation, and then just playing with your shadows and your highlights. So thank you guys for watching yet another tutorial. Make sure you guys are subscribing and following along as I continue to drop more tutorials. Like I said, we're going to be getting into VFX. We're going to be getting into 3D objects. We're going to be getting into glow stuff where you can paint your images with glow effects, and we're going to be getting into some more overlays. We're going to be getting into more creative ways to color grade. So if you guys have any comments, put them in the comment section below. If you guys want to see anything specific, put it in the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching along. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.